It's been a spotty couple of years for PC gaming. Don't get me wrong, we've had plenty of great games to play and talk about, but there's no ignoring the big holes the COVID-19 pandemic has punched into the usual routine.
This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the top 10 most selling game series of 2022. If you're new here, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to get the updates whenever we post. In terms of the most financially successful video games of 2022, it should come as to no surprise that some of the best iconic game titles of all time have enjoyed a banner year. Here are the top 10 best-selling game series of 2022 to prove that. First off, Jurassic World Evolution 2. Similar to the first game, Evolution 2 is a business simulation in which the player constructs a Jurassic World prehistoric theme park. The game features more than 75 prehistoric species, including various dinosaurs, pterosaurs, and marine reptiles. Players need to build enclosures, aviaries, and lagoons to contain these animals for visitors' viewing. When compared with its predecessors, the game features a more complex artificial intelligence for the prehistoric species, which will now hunt in packs and interact with others more frequently and realistically. The terrain tool has been completely reworked and players need to plant the appropriate trees and shrubs for the herbivores to eat. Destiny 2: The Witch Queen 2022. Destiny 2's next expansion, Year 5's The Witch Queen, will center around Sabaton and the events following Season of the Lost. The foundation of Sabaton's story was built during Destiny 1's The Taken King DLC in the Books of Sorrow lore that came from her brother Oryx. The Witch Queen campaign will be a string of story missions like usual, but with a new implemented legendary difficulty, which will scale based on the number of players. For Guardians looking for a challenge, the players will take on a sort of detective role as they uncover information about Hive Guardians and unravel Sabaton's trickery in the Throne World. Bright Memory Infinite. Bright Memory Infinite is a lightning-fast fusion of the FPS and action genres set in the year 2036 for a strange phenomenon for which scientists can find no explanation has occurred in the skies around the world. You take on the role of Shelia Tan, an emotionally wooden but capable soldier specializing in supernatural phenomena. A black hole appears in the sky, consuming anything within range and causing catastrophic weather. This void is somehow connected to an ancient mystery in which an ostensibly evil organization has a vested interest. When you're not tangling with high-tech soldiers, you're battling centuries-old warriors and otherworldly demons. In many ways, Bright Memory Infinite feels like an extended tech demo. The jaw-dropping action and stellar graphics would serve as a great selling point for any new platform and almost appear too good to be true. New World. New World is an MMORPG developed by Amazon Games Orange County. The players may form groups of up to 5 members, join one of 3 factions, Marauders, Syndicate, or Covenant, use node resources, craft items, gain control over settlement, quest, explore the world, or fight other players or monsters. The gameplay involves no auto-lock targeting attacks, and therefore a steady hand at aiming is required. With each level, the hostile mobs are programmed with increasingly complex and strong sequences of attacking behavior skill sets that will require the player to counter using their mana, stamina, and health with timed attacks, dodges, weapon blocks, retreats, or crawling stealths. Age of Empires 4. Age of Empires 4 is a base-building, sword-clashing, village-pillaging RTS of the classic style inside and out. Jumping into a match as the tenacious English squaring off against the chivalrous French feels like being transported back not only to its setting of the high and late Middle Ages, but to a different era of strategy games entirely. The game features a full 40 missions of single-player campaign goodness. You'll unlock live-action mini-documentaries for each scenario and things like how to build a composite bow or traditional Mongol folk music. Naraka Bladepoint. In standard Battle Royale fashion, Naraka Bladepoint pits 60 combatants against each other on a war-torn isle, each controlling one of 7 unique heroes either in teams of 3 or solo. Instead of scavenging for assault rifles or bulletproof Kevlar, however, you'll search for spears, daggers, katanas, and tons more sharp as steel lethal instruments along with breastplates and magical trinkets called soul jades that add passive buffs. Despite Battle Royale fatigue inching its way into the collective gaming consciousness in recent years, Naraka Bladepoint is proof of that the last spider standing formula still has loads of unexplored potential. This high-flying third-person brawler blends the tight sword clashes of Soul Calibur with a frantic supply-gathering, ever-constricting circle of Apex Legends to glorious results. Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 is a racing video game set in an open-world environment based in a fictional representation of Mexico. The game has the largest map in the entire Forza Horizon series, being 50% larger than Forza Horizon 4, while also having the highest point in the Horizon series. Players can explore the open world freely, though they can also compete in multiplayer races and complete the campaign mode. Both the cars featured in the game and player character can be extensively customized. The game introduces a new weather system, local weather, in which players can visit one side of the map and can visibly see a storm. Because Mexico is such a vast nation with such a wide range of elevations, multiple climates would appear in the game at around the same time. The 4 seasons still exist but would affect the 11 unique biomes around the map. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition. So what is Skyrim Anniversary Edition? No, it isn't some elaborate self-parody by Bethesda about its habit of re-releasing the Elder Scrolls V. It is in fact a new version of the long-running and ever-popular open-world RPG back in 2011 that Bethesda is launching for the game's 10th anniversary. The Skyrim Anniversary Edition has multiple changes, enhancements, and upgrades to mark it as distinct from the existing Special Edition or any of the other various Skyrim versions that have come out over the last 10 years, as it will not only include all the perks of the previous DLCs that the previous edition has, it will also include some new content such as a new storyline, which they have called Saint and Seducers, and Rare Curios. Not only that though, they will also be introducing a few minor content additions in the forms of new quests, items, spells, and locations. Battlefield 2042. Similar to its predecessors, Battlefield 2042 is a multiplayer-focused first-person shooter that marks the return to the iconic all-out warfare of the franchise. As the game is set in the near future, it features futuristic weapons and gadgets like deployable turrets and drones, as well as vehicles that players can commandeer. The game also introduces a new Plus system which allows players to customize their weapons on the spot. The class system was significantly overhauled. Players can assume control of a specialist who falls under the 4 traditional Battlefield gameplay classes of Assault, Engineer, Medic, and Recon. These characters can wield all the weapons and gadgets players have unlocked. Each operator has their own unique skills and gadgets. Elden Ring 2022. Elden Ring will expand on From Software's action combat system considerably. The tried-and-true stamina-based melee action is back, but it's also supported by a more varied ranged and magic combat. Over 100 skills that aren't tied to specific weapons anymore, and more stealth options like knocking out and insta-killing unsuspecting enemies, with stealth kills, guard breaks, and finishing moves straight out of Sekiro's playbook, not to mention some wild magic. Elden Ring is looking like the greatest hits of From Software's many action RPGs. With the asynchronous multiplayer of the Souls franchise in addition to the collectible NPC summons, one host player can summon up to 2 online buddies for jolly cooperation, seemingly to leave room for an aggressive invader as the 4th slot. Well, there you have it, 10 of the best-selling games of 2022. What do you think it takes to be considered the best game? Does being the mean necessarily mean that you don't need to be sold at a higher price point? Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.